Hey guys! So as of January 2022, the Nintendo Switch is 4 years old, and in March of 2022, it's going to be turning 5 years old. So you probably already know everything about the regular Nintendo Switch, but in October of 2021, Nintendo released the Nintendo Switch OLED model. So again, as of January 2022, since the Switch OLED has been out for around 3 months or so, and you probably don't know much about it, here is everything new about the Nintendo Switch OLED model, and if you should buy it or not. Let's get to it. So the first new change is the new vertical box for the Switch OLED compared to the old horizontal box on the regular Switch, and in my opinion, I think this box looks a lot better than the horizontal Switch box. I don't know what it is, but it just looks better. Also, apparently the Switch OLED is 0.1 inches wider than the regular Switch. Sure, I don't know why they had to change that, but okay. The Switch OLED also weighs 0.93 pounds, compared to the 0.88 pounds on the regular Switch and the 0.61 pounds on the Switch Lite. The Switch OLED also got some minor design changes with the hardware. This includes the power button, the volume buttons, the air vent, the headphone jack, the game card cover, the speakers, and the smaller Switch logo. So the dock that comes with the Switch OLED got a massive redesign. First off, the Switch logo on the front of the new dock is a bit smaller than the sort of obnoxiously large Switch logo on the old Switch dock, and the corners on the top of the new dock are also a lot more rounded compared to the sort of kind of sharp corners on the old Switch dock. The inside of the new Switch dock also now has a glossy plastic finish compared to the old brushed plastic finish on the old Switch dock, so hopefully this will help the Switch from getting scratches on the screen from taking it in and out of the dock, because we all know what happens when you do that. So, you know how the cable door on the old Switch dock could be opened with a door hinge, and if you wanted to take it off you had to pull really hard? Well, on the new Switch dock, it does not have a door hinge anymore, and if you want to get access to your cables, you just have to pull the entire door off, and it's much easier to now. So all the ports inside the new dock are all the same except for the third USB port. That's gone, and it's now replaced with an Ethernet port, so you can hook up a wired connection to get much faster Wi-Fi. So have you ever felt that the 32 gigabytes of storage on the regular Switch and the Switch Lite was a bit limiting? Well, the Nintendo Switch OLED model now comes with an internal storage capacity of 64 gigabytes. Now, 64 gigabytes still isn't a lot of storage, but at least there was a storage upgrade overall, and there's still a micro SD card slot to expand your storage if you wanted to. The Switch OLED also got new enhanced speakers, so you'll probably find that the volume on the Switch OLED is a bit louder compared to the regular Switch. So, you know how the regular Switch had the most garbage kickstand of all time? Well, the Nintendo Switch OLED model now has an adjustable kickstand that's a lot less flimsy. It's so adjustable that you could have it so far out that you might as well have the Switch's kickstand closed, or you could have it so far in that it's almost at a 90-degree angle. The possibilities are pretty much endless. And as I said earlier, the kickstand is so much more sturdier. Like, you need to put so much pressure on the kickstand to adjust it. But that's what keeps it sturdy, right? Although, because of the new kickstand leaving a larger footprint on the back, the Switch logo moved to the bottom, and it's also a bit smaller now compared to the regular Switch. The Switch OLED also got an upgraded 7-inch screen size compared to the old 6.2-inch screen size on the regular Switch. And because the dimensions of the Switch OLED are pretty much identical to the regular Switch's dimensions, not only is the screen bigger, but the bezels are thinner as well, which definitely makes the Switch OLED look a lot more modern. And saving the best for last, the Switch OLED now has, you guessed it, an OLED screen. So with an OLED screen, that means you'll get much more vibrant colors and deeper blacks. Although the screen resolution of the Switch OLED is still 720p, which is also the same as the regular Switch and the Switch Lite. So you might find that your picture is a bit more pixelated thanks to that bigger display, but it's not a huge deal, and it's all worth it for that OLED screen. So, that's everything new about the Nintendo Switch OLED model. But now, here's the big question you've probably been waiting for. Should you get the Switch OLED or not? Yes, but also no. Let me explain. So, if you don't have a Switch as of right now, and you're looking to get a Switch, I highly recommend getting the Switch OLED. And yes, I am aware that the Switch OLED is $70 more than the regular Switch. The extra $70 is totally worth it because you get all those new features that I just talked about. Although, if you already have a regular Switch, then I would suggest not getting the Switch OLED. And I know the new features on the Switch OLED that I just talked about are really cool. If you already have a regular Switch that can already play Switch games and has most of the Switch features, I would just pass on it if I were you. So, that is the end of everything new about the Nintendo Switch OLED model. So thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment if you're gonna get the Switch OLED like me, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!